And that will make getting in there a lot easier. So thanks for the suggestion. Let's see. Now I can get in and out of this thing without them getting out of the fence every time. Excellent. Perfect. I don't know why. Like, I know that's a thing, and I always forget to do it. So yeah. Thanks again for the suggestion on that one. It's gonna save me a lot of heartache. Okay, now back to these fellas. Let's see. So I installed a data pack. This is from Vanilla Tweaks. And it lets you see what workstation each villager is tied to. So say, for example, we look at him and we type, let's see, trigger VH workstation. Boom. So he glows and his workstation bubbles. And it also tells me the coordinates of his workstation if I can't see it. So if I check all of these are correctly locked on to, oops. Oh, hold on, let me get him. There we go. Sometimes it's a little tricky to get it to pick the right one. Especially if they're all in a group. And then this one here. Okay, so all of those guys are on their correct workstation. I believe all of these say no workstation. No workstation. No workstation. No workstation. Okay. Now. Oh, boy, there we go. Okay, I'm going to try one more time today to get these guys in their little desks where they belong. And hopefully it's going to go flawlessly this time, and then I'll be able to get on to doing some other things. So first, let's go ahead and sleep. There we go. All right, let's see. Now, let's start. Now, I did pull up some of these signs, I believe. Did I get them back in place so I know where everything goes? I think so. We got Punch, Infinity, all of these guys. So if these guys are giving, we got an Aqua Affinity, Feather Falling, Knockback, and Punch. Let's make sure all of those are up here. Feather Falling is over there. I just saw it. Punch, Infinity. Did I say that was one of them? No, Aqua Affinity is one of them. Knockback was one of them. There we go. I just saw that. And Aqua Affinity right here. Okay. Excellent. Okay, so now let's try to get these guys doing what we want them to do. Another thing I also want to do is I want to put up a bit of a barrier so that they cannot see these beds over here. Now, right now, all of these beds are claimed. Before, I still had like all of the beds out. But I'm going to put up a little bit of a wall here just because I don't want anyone over there seeing these beds and getting a little bit confused that they're thinking they need to come this way. So we did have that one guy completely track over here last episode. All right, no one over there should be able to see those beds. Okay, I'm just covering all my bases here. All right, well, if you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is MC Oda, and this is a long play series that I'm doing where it's just me playing Minecraft for about 3 hours at a time. Nothing special, nothing crazy, just the way I play Minecraft when I'm usually doing it by myself. But of course, I'm talking to you guys while I'm doing it, so that's a little bit different. Okay, so another suggestion I had was to get all of them up here and give them all a workbench and let them all latch onto it and then take them one at a time to their appropriate place. So that's another thing I can try, but I need to do it to where... Okay, so for example, if I see, cannot see any of those beds over there, good. So I'm going to put like, say, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. I'm going to put 4 lecterns up here. And I'm going to take all of these guys. I'll just do them one at a time. I'm going to bring them all over here and then let them all pick a workbench. And then once all of them have a workbench, then I should be able to move them one at a time without anyone getting confused as to where they need to be. Okay, so let's go ahead and we're going to pop him, and he should pick one of these. So it looks like he's already zoning in. There we go. And just to be sure, we'll check him. There you go. That's his workstation. So hopefully he won't lose that. And then we'll just do this with these guys here. All right. Hello, kitty. Wonder where that's coming from, because we don't have any large villages now. We should technically have a village there with like 3 villagers in it, and then we have the village over there with 4 villagers, I think. Okay, now you should hop up here and find a workbench. There you go. So we're just double check him. Yep, okay, perfect. And then the next 2. Why don't I do this? We'll just pull you over. I should have done that the first time. I have to keep remembering that this is a thing. Okay, poop bloop. There we go. And then they should both come up here and claim a table. No, get back here. That's right. Okay, everybody's claimed a table. Now, at this point, hopefully they'll stay over here. And actually, maybe what we can do here is get each one of them in a boat just to make sure that they stick around and they don't go very far. Get in a boat. And then I want you in a boat. Okay. I just want them to not wander away is essentially all I want. Okay. Get in the boat. Get in the boat. In the boat. In the boat. There we go. All right, excellent. So just to make sure we got them in the right... Oh, okay, they picked that one. Okay, so that guy is this one. This guy is this one. Okay. This guy is that one. And you are that one. Excellent. Okay. So let's get these positions. So you are Punch. So I need you. Oh, I'm stuck in the slime, but I can get out of the slime. Not slime, the honey. Punch is way back here. Okay, so this is where he's going to go. Okay, we'll just put that sign just as a reminder. Bloop. All right, so let's grab his workbench. So now he should be detached from a workbench. Okay, he does not have a workstation. Excellent. So let's just truck him down here to his new spot, his new home. Okay. And now there's a horse in the library. Hey. Oh, down. Get. Okay, there we go. All right, and now I should be able to put a workbench down here, and this is the one he should latch on to. It might take him a minute. He might need to be freed up. So let's put a boat here to capture him with. Okay. And go. Excellent. I believe he latched down. I saw him sparkle. Nice. Okay, excellent. Okay, and he's right over the hole. There you go. That's your workstation now. Awesome. So let's go ahead and get your sign on your table. Perfect. All right, now we just have to do this 3 more times, and then we can move on with our lives. You are Aquafinity. Aquafinity was this one here. Okay. Okay, so now you should no longer have a workstation. Excellent. And we'll pull you in here. We are missing a trapdoor. Missing a trapdoor. I'll grab this one for now. I'll have to remember to replace that. Okay. Get this in position, right? Probably right about there. And get you a workstation. Okay, he sparkled immediately. Let's just double check that. Excellent. Okay, now go up there and get in your boat. No? Okay, you wanna go hobnob with your buddies, that's fine, but you need to get in your boat before too long. Where is he going? There you go. Awesome. And I just want to make sure he did not lose his workstation. Okay, excellent. All right, and bloop, there you go. Let me get that trapdoor now before I forget about it, because I will forget about it. I need to do a little something with that gassed garage as well. How about I come over here? Spruce trapdoor. There you go. Put that there. And we'll get your sign. There we go. Aqua Affinity. Alright, next guy is Knockback. So you're way... No, Knockback. These are sword enchantments here. Knockback, this one. Okay. I'm glad I made these aisles too wide. It's perfect for the boat. Okay, let's get you here. Let's get a workstation in place for you. I just saw you sparkle. Good job. Move this boat just a tad. And get you in that. You know what? You're getting confused because it's nighttime. So let me sleep and get that out of your system. Hey, that's my bed, not yours. No chit chat. Go to work. I mean, he will eventually. Just make sure he's still on his workbench. Okay. I want to see him get in place before I start moving the other guy around. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Get. There you go. All right, are you in the middle? Yep. Bloop. He really wants out. He really wants out. He wants to keep talking to his friend. I get you. I mean, he can hear you from here. You can still chat with him. All right. One more to go. Okay. And you are feather falling, which I think your boots I think are way back here. Yeah, you're in the far corner. All right, furthest away from where you are. Furthest possible place. All right, and let's start the long trip to the back of the class. All right, probably what we'll do today, so I'm thinking each episode I want to do maybe about 2 more librarians, just to kind of, you know, get them all established and be able to get our books, all of our books that we need as quickly as possible. So probably 2 to 3 librarians per episode. So at some point today I will have to, there we go. I just saw you sparkle. Nice. Okay, good job. And you are... Oh, I think it must be the one that's closest to me, not the one I'm looking at. Yeah, okay. Nice. Okay, looks like you're in the right spot. Awesome. Okay. Give me that boat. Give me that boat, sir. Now let's get to your sign. If you're wondering how the sign is keeping text, that's actually a mod that I use called Improved Signs. It can do lots of things, but oh, wait a minute. Let's see. This is how, let's see. I disable the auto edit when you place it. I also have it to where you can pass through a sign or an item frame. Like if you want to click on a chest, I can click through the sign or the item frame, which I love. And I have retaining the text when you break it. And I don't know what that is, so I'm going to turn that off. There you go. All these other things I have turned off. Like you can actually copy signs and stuff, which I don't like because that feels a little bit more cheaty. So if you're curious, that's what the mod is that does that. Awesome. Okay, these guys are all done and ready to go. So see, that's why I can like open a chest by clicking the item frame. See, it doesn't turn the thing that's on the front. So just FYI, if you're thinking that might be something you want to add to your game. Let me put some of this oak away because I think I'm done with these gentlemen for now. We'll look at making a few librarians a little bit later in the episode. Let me go ahead and get more wool. I think I'm still needing to make more of these banners and carpets and stuff. You know, let's get some of that going just to make sure we're not falling behind on all of that. I'm trying to decide if I want to actually start working on more of the library today, the actual build, or if I want to do something, maybe get away from home and do something a little bit more interesting. I'm not sure yet. I did not come into this episode with any preconceived ideas of what I was going to do, which is probably a failing on my part. I should probably know what I have planned for the day. But you know what? Again, this is just me playing Minecraft. I'm not here trying to quote make episodes. I'm just playing Minecraft. So we're just gonna see where the whim takes us, where the fates take us. All right, I can get rid of these things now. They were just there to block view. Okay. Bloop. 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 Oh, you know what? I don't want to put all the carpets out yet because I'm gonna still have to like move guys around on boats. So I don't think I can do too much more. I mean, I can start putting up walls and stuff, but I could move this wall out. I need to remember that whenever, like, I can't be sitting there jumping around on these things all the time because I'm going to get stuck in with one of these guys. And then my only opportunity to get out is to let him out. So I'm going to have to stop jumping while I'm in the library. Okay. I could work on moving this wall out a little bit. That's something that I can do for a few moments. That will just be some nice mindless grinding while I think about what else I want to do today. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. I'm going to put some of this stuff away because I don't need it immediately. I do have to keep remembering to come over here and shearing these brown sheep every now and then because it's like 12, six wool for one banner, so it's 12 wool just for one, like the two banners that go on the side of a bench. So I am going to have to remember to keep coming over here and shearing these guys. In fact, let's make those two right there. I'm going to put some of that wool away. Let's get rid of this oak. Am I really out of sticks? I need to probably chop down some more trees, but I can just make some sticks out of some of these. Good. That'll be for making banners. Perfect, perfect. And I don't need these leads at the moment. They go in the tools chest. Perfect, perfect, perfect. All right. Let's go put some more of our banners up here. Where were we? This one looks good. Boop, there we go. All right, let's take down these walls and start kind of moving this border of the town out a little bit here. So I'm thinking we could probably just like move it all the way out to here. Kind of get rid of this little bump of land here. In fact, we'll even go over just a couple of more. We'll say it's there. Yeah, let's do that. Awesome. That'll give us some dirt to fill in this bit of this hole. Let me think about what I want to do today. So, I don't think I want to straight up build the library until my librarians are in it. Because once I have walls and stuff, it's just going to be harder to, get villagers in there, move them around. Like it makes everything just a little bit harder when there's like walls and stuff in place blocking your way. So I think I am going to just kind of wait on building the library until all the librarians are done. So I'm thinking I'm going to put that one on hold for a few weeks. So what else do I want to do today? I'll have to think about that. Okay. Let's see. The wall's going to be going this way. Oh, that's going to chop off part of this hill too. All right, we're taking it down. We're taking it down. Okay. All right, and of course it's going to be coming back too, but that's okay. That'll get us around this hill. All right, this hill's coming down. Now, one thing I would like to do, even though I'm not terribly excited about going to the Nether and stuff like that, I think I'm going to hold off on going to the end for a while. I don't think I need those elytra quite yet because I've been doing a lot of stuff around home. So I really don't need the extra mobility that the elytra is going to give me. I'm probably not to the point where I absolutely need netherite gear yet. Although it does make all of your tools faster and last longer and everything else. But it might be nice to maybe get into a fortress, start looking for some wither skulls, maybe be able to at least get a beacon. So if I do things like this where I'm having to dig out stone and stuff, I can get a beacon. And then, yeah, I might show you, because I just got a simple way where I actually, like, hunt for wither skeletons. It's nothing impressive. It's just something I like to do. So maybe I can kind of do some of that today. Kind of get us into a little bit more of a adventure-y, danger-y kind of position there, and we've been kind of playing it safe at home the last several episodes, just kind of doing stuff around home. So yeah, so maybe we can get ourselves into that danger zone today. So let me just get some dirt filled in here. Look at how full my inventory already is with all of this stuff I'm digging up here. Okay, I'm gonna go empty this stuff out and sleep. I keep double hopping thinking that I have my elytra already. I tend to do that kind of jump glide thing to get around a little bit faster when whenever I have the elytra. Oh, that's right. I have to do the click this way. Okay. I don't think I need all of these leaves, so some of these leaves I think I'm going to just mulch. There we go. I probably don't need those saplings. Yeah, I got enough saplings for now. Let's see, get rid of some of these trees I just cut down. Stone and granite. You know, I'm probably going to need some of that back to, yeah, I'm going to need some of that back to fill in the holes. Let's just grab a couple of stacks just to get some of the hole filling dirt. Like this hole here. Okay. So I have a say it's IRL story time while I'm doing mindless work like this. The house I'm in currently, I bought probably about 4.5-ish years ago. And it's a house that's like 20 some years old. I think it was made in like 1999 or 2000. And it has had several owners over its years, you know. So when I moved in, there was a fence around the yard. And it's kind of like, and it's nice. It's almost like a little white picket fence, you know. It's nothing that's really like a security thing or a view blocking thing. It's just an attractive white fence. I kind of have like the corner lot of a neighborhood, right? So like the road, actually the road that's, if I look at this window that's sitting right to the left of where I'm sitting, that's kind of the more of the thoroughfare through the neighborhood that goes to the back half. That's where you always hear the loud cars driving by that you guys have become familiar with. And then of course the front of the house is against the other street. So that's what I mean by corner lot. It's on the corner of an intersection, right? So two of the sides of my lot face a street. So this fence kind of goes along this side, which is the longer side, next to me. Most of it goes there, and then it just kind of goes to the front of the house, not the front of the property, and then just cuts in sideways and then stops at the house. And then on the other side of the house, there's just a little bit that goes from the house to the end of the other side of the property, and that's the one's in front of my driveway. So this fence is, I don't know how old this fence is. I don't know which resident of this house put it in, so I don't know if this fence was only there for a couple of years before I moved in, or if it was there for a decade before I moved in. I don't know. It was definitely there long enough that like some of like the rainwater runoff in the yard at times where the yard didn't have as much grass growing, like washed dirt down to where the dirt has basically met with the top of the fence. I'm sorry, not the top of the fence. Holy cow, that would be insane. The bottom of the fence. So like the bottom rail of the fence is essentially at the I'm gonna need more dirt. You know what? I can put stone down here. That's okay. I can put some stone down here for the second layer. Let me just make sure there's a torch. There we go. Anyway, so then it kind of like blocks the water flow and everything. So, but because of all of that, and I think just its age, I have a I was gonna say a guy, but it's more than just a guy. It's like a whole, like their family. It's like a family business. Several of the members of their family work it, and along with some other folks that they've hired. But it's a lawn service, right? So I've got someone who comes and does my like lawn care and stuff, and they're very, very handy. They do more stuff than just lawn care. They can do, you know, repairs. They can do landscaping and everything else. Very, very talented folks. So the son, let's say the dad is the one who pretty much runs the company, and then like his son is kind of, thinking like his co, whatever you want to call it, co-business owner, more than just an employee, right? I think the son helps kind of run the thing. But his son contacted me the other day, and he said, "Hey, I've noticed that part of your fence is rotting at this point. Like, so you're probably going to need some repairs or something. If that's something you want us to take a look at, that's something we can do. So I met with him just the other day. Actually, yesterday. We were going to meet earlier in the week, but it was raining really bad this week. So we met yesterday evening after work, and took a look at it. And yes, some of the posts are actually like where it's at the ground. It's so rotten that like the post itself is just being held up by the fence that's connected to it. like he literally like was able to take the post and just rock it back and forth and back and forth. And it's like there's nothing holding up this fence except the fence pieces that are nailed into it. So yeah, it's pretty bad. Definitely needs replacing. So yeah, that's fun. So yeah, I'm looking at getting a fence replaced. So that's going to be a fun little expense. It's one of these things. Like I knew it needed to be done. It's definitely looking. It's not so much a white fence anymore. Is that it's a white and green fence with flaking off paint where you can see the wood behind it, and where there's not moss or mold, there's visible wood. So it's not a nice little pretty white fence like it should be. So it was something I was going to look into doing anyway. So it's not like it didn't come out of the blue for me. But since he noticed it and offered, I'm like, yeah, I'll get these guys to work on it. So whoa! How are you wandering that far away from home, man? Dude, no, man, go home, go. Here. Go. Don't get caught in one of those. Okay. Wow, those guys really just, they have no fear, man. They are just, they'll go anywhere. I mean, I guess they came over here because there's other villagers to talk to, but like, his village is way over there. Like, way over there. Okay. Anyway. So that's my recent excitement, is now I'm going to get these guys. Actually, I took a look at it with them, and I said basically just replace the whole fence. No sense in trying to do spot repairs and then, every year or every couple of months do more spot repairs. I'm like, you know what? Let's just, I don't know how old this fence is. The whole thing looks bad. So, except all I'm doing is I'm just doing the parts of the fence. I'm only replacing the parts that are actually like outward facing that neighbors can see. Because there's still like two sides of my yard are butted up against someone else's property, and both of those people have fences that are big, tall, more like privacy, visibility blocking fences. So my little white fence up against their fence is just kind of lost anyway. So I was just like, don't worry about those. I'm just going to let them just do their thing and just slowly rot away. It sounds bad saying it that way. But I said, let's just go with the stuff that's facing the street and make that look nice and attractive, and So yeah, so he just sent me an estimate this morning. So that makes it a lot more real when you get the estimate. It's more than just talk at that point. So, but that'll be cool. That's something, like I said, it's something that needed to be done, and I knew I was going to do it. So he just kind of, him bringing it up just kind of was the kick in the pants I needed to get moving on that. So I do appreciate that. Let's see. Let's just see what kind of lighting we're looking at. I need to probably spread some lights around here a little bit since we're expanding out some. How's the library? Is everything up there lit? Oh yeah, I think I have torches up there. Yeah, we're good there. I do need to sleep, though, because even if I'm lit up, I don't need zombies tracking in from afar to bother these guys. However, that is going to be fun. A fun episode. Whenever once I get all of the librarians done and this library is full, I'm going to have to lure a zombie in there and just let him go to town, and just zombify every one of those guys, and then do like a mass curing so that all of their prices will drop, and that way I can do that before I completely stock up on books. But to make that efficient, I'm just going to have to wait until all the librarians are ready to go. So, okay, I think that's lit enough for now. Okay. So how far out do I want to bring this? Well, I need room to build out the library and then still have some room, because if I go a couple of, if you think about an interior wall and then an exterior wall and then maybe a block or two for detailing, I got to think that I need a few blocks of space plus a little bit to get. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so we'll bring it out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we'll bring it out to here. So this will be our new wall space here. And I am going to need to cut down some more oak trees to finish this off, because this will... I'm placing more oak than I'm picking up, so I'm going to definitely need more. So let's cut down another hill. Or, I could bring it to match with this. That's fine. That's fine. I think I'm going to cut down this entire hill, though, because it's going to look silly if the fence just goes up and... Okay. Okay, yeah. I'm going to be... Okay, let me go grab some chests out here, because I'm going to be filling up some chests with dirt. See, there is... I double jumped off of that thinking I could fly. That's one of the... because I'm playing 2 worlds right now. This one... I mean, as far as regularly playing, this one and my one with zinc, and in that one we have elytra, so I'm very much getting used to the flying. Let's see. Okay. Okay, let's get some chests. Do I have chests in a chest in a chest? Okay. That should be good. Just in case. There we go. Okay. We'll put a couple of double chests over here just to put this dirt and stuff that I'm taking down, just so we have a place for that. Let's just dump everything. Okay. We're making some good progress on those banners, so that's good. I'll have to remember that while I'm doing this, I'm also taking down torches, so I am affecting the lighting. I'll have to remember that. Okay, it's looking like the dirt goes pretty deep, so hopefully we won't have to dig out too much stone. Looks like we are going to have to dig out a layer of stone to put grass down on some of this. It's just that without the beacon, the stone goes a little slower, right? Which is another reason why I would love to maybe look at doing some of those, some wither skeleton hunting today. And maybe if we luck out, we could actually get 3 skulls and get a wither today. That'd be pretty awesome. That'd be pretty awesome if, yeah, if we can get all of that done today. That'd be pretty cool. Of course, I'm going to do that after I need the beacon, right? I'm going to have all of this dug out, so I'm not really going to need the beacon today, but, you know. Need it eventually. Need it eventually. Okay. And again, I think I'm going to take down this entire hill here. Yeah, let's just have at it. Let's just have at it. Go to town. So this is one thing that I always just kind of enjoy with Minecraft. It's just kind of this mindless like terraforming like this. Just, it's so soothing and relaxing to just kind of, especially when you're insta-mining. Oh my gosh, it's so satisfying. It's crazy to think of like how much time and work you put into something as simple as just, I just want to make this part of the ground flat. But I think that's one of the things I enjoy about this game. Just some of this, this nice, relaxing, monotonous stuff. It's a great way to unwind, and you know, like if I was not chatting with you guys, I'd have either some music playing, or I'd be watching, you know, or have some like Longplay YouTube videos on in the background or something on the other monitor. Yeah, it's just a nice way to kick back and chill. Just digging piles of dirt. I'm sure I'm preaching to the choir here, though. I'm sure all of you guys know exactly the satisfaction here that I'm talking about. Alright, and you've probably already noticed that this one again came out a little bit later than normal. I didn't get off work till 6 o'clock last night. Usually I record these on Friday evenings. That's just kind of like my Friday evening wind down. But I didn't get off work till like 6, which is later than normal for me. And it was just the end of a long week. So I was like, nah, I'm just not going to try to force it tonight. I'm just going to chill out, watch the movie, watch the Marvel movie, and went to bed early. So I'm recording this Saturday morning instead. So you'll probably see this later this afternoon. Later, yeah. I'll probably be done recording this a little after lunchtime, my time, and then give it time to render and all of that and get uploaded. Which, hey, I've got that fiber internet now, so the upload rate, the upload on these videos is so much better. Oh my gosh. So much better. I mean, the size that these videos are, I mean, it used to be taking like something like 2.5 hours to upload to YouTube. I think the last one of these I uploaded took like 30 minutes. It was pretty awesome. Definitely glad I upgraded to that. Again, I've been meaning to do that since I moved in over 4.5 years ago. Just never did. All right, well, hopefully this bit of landscaping, terraforming will be done soon. Get rid of that little bit of stone there and then replace this stone with grass, and I'll probably have to mine some, harvest, whatever, some oak trees and get this fence rebuilt so that Mr. Wanderer doesn't come all the way out here to the woods. We don't want him. We don't want any of our villagers, any of our more daring adventuring villagers out this far. they should be more like hobbits, right? Like hobbits don't like adventure. They like to stay at home and eat and sing and drink and garden. They don't like adventures, right? Bilbo was the outcast for, not really an outcast, but he was an anomaly for going on an adventure. So these guys need to be more like hobbits. They need to just stay over there with their little beds and their workbenches. So speaking of hobbits, so some of you may know by now that I do have a second channel where I play other video games. Right now I started playing this new one called Tales of the Shire, where you're playing hobbits, not hobbits from the movies, right? You're playing your own hobbit, and it's not Hobbiton, it is Bywater. I don't know if that's from the books or the movies or if that was just a made-up thing for the game. But it's very much like a quote cozy game, a cozy farming, not even farming, gardening, gardening and cooking and meeting your villager neighbors, your hobbit neighbors, and all of that. I've not really played a game like that before, but so far I'm enjoying it. I'm not sure how long I'll enjoy it because I'm not sure how long it'll be able to keep my interest if all I'm doing is just gardening and cooking and gardening and cooking and gardening and cooking like over and over and over again, which is starting to seem like that's about what the gameplay is. Fetch quests, and then, I need to cook for these people to make them like me better, and I need these ingredients, so I need to grow these ingredients and cook these food. Like, I have a feeling that that's pretty much a lot of the gameplay in that game. So again, not sure how long it's going to hold my interest, but right now I'm enjoying it. I just got through basically, essentially the tutorial missions or whatever. They take you around and teach you how to play the game, those kinds of missions, So I just finished getting through all of those. So yeah. I'm also noticing it is not very popular. I think as of today, my last video that I posted 2 days ago has 24 views. Not very many, but what's funny, it has really low views, but like an extremely high rate of people who actually watched it to the end. I think just a typical YouTube thing, is like I might have, 20 to 30% of the people who click on one of my videos actually watch it beyond like the first minute. Probably more like 30-some%. And then usually to get all the way to the end of one of my videos, it's usually more like in the mid-20s to low 30% of people who have actually watched the whole thing. Which is fine. That's just how YouTube works. A lot of people click and then whatever, they're going to see something they don't like and they click off. It could be anything. It could be just like, this doesn't look interesting to me, or I don't like this guy's voice, or it could be anything, right? We all do it. You all click on a video and then you're like, and click off. That's just how it works. So, no shade being thrown, in other words. I'm not complaining about it. I'm just stating facts. But on this last video it's called Tales of the Shire is the name of this game, of this Hobbit game. This morning when I looked, it only had 25 views, but it had like something like 70% of the people who watched the whole thing, or made it to the end. So it doesn't seem like it's a very popular game, but the people who watched it really seem to be liking it. So that's good. Even though it gets really low views, that's fine. If people are enjoying it, that's kind of the purpose of me doing this in the first place. So, yeah. But that's fun. If that sounds interesting to you, feel free to go over there and give it a 26th view. let's see. Let me dump what I have here. I'm gonna have to go get more oak trees. See, I knew I brought way too many chests. I knew I'd need more than one. Well, look at that. I didn't even need more than one. Okay. So where is this one? This one is here. This is going to come across to here. Well, I do have my normal stack of just wood that I carry with me is oak. I'll go ahead and use that for this. And I could always just replace my stack. Let's see if this is not going to be enough. And again, one day this city wall will become something. But see, another reason why I didn't commit to building anything extensive is because of this. Right? See, you're going to get in trouble one day. Not by me, by some roaming zombie or something. You're just looking for danger. Okay, let me just make sure everything is well lit. And over here, definitely don't want anything spawning inside the fence. Okay, perfect. Oh, I need to eat. Oh, is that my last log? Okay, yep, I'm gonna have to go cut down some trees. So let's do that and then get this fence finished off. And then, hey, yeah, maybe we'll think about. Oh, let's see. I should probably do another couple librarians just to get a couple of those out of the way, and then we'll take a look at going into a Nether Fortress. Yeah, you can see what it's like to for me to grind for wither skulls. I don't need the birch, but I don't like when the leaves are going to stick around. See, because they don't fall if they're within a certain number of distance from a spawned log. So when you cut down trees that are next to each other, they tend to keep each other's leaves stuck to them. I just like to clean those up. Okay. Always a big oak tree. You're always going to run into one of these. There we go. It's another thing I like about the leaf breaking data pack is that you know once you've got the last log out of one of those big trees because they come down immediately. Okay, how many logs is that? 60? That might not be enough to fill the gap, but let's see what we've got. All right, perfect, nice. And let's just double check this. Next, make sure we get lights on top of the wall as well as beside them. Everything is looking okay. All right, there's just a little. Might as well just a little bit of that lit up. All right, I think we're gonna be good here. Let's just double check. Oh, come on, man. See? gonna get yourself in trouble here. Go. Get in. You're really lost. Okay, man, I need you to come back into town here. I need you to pathfind back. Come on. I don't have a boat on me, do I? No. Come this way. It's nighttime. You want to go back to your bed. It's getting dark. There you go. There you go. Okay, good. Okay. Boy, this guy. This guy. Where are you going? Yeah, go back to your bed. I want to make sure he's actually really latched onto a bed over here. Okay, I mean, he probably is. What did you just sparkle at? I don't know why he just sparkled. I'm curious. Does he have a oops. Does he have a does not have a workstation. Okay. All right. So it's okay. So I guess his sparkle was just him getting closer to his bed. Okay, fair enough. Okay. Excuse me. My apologies. Let's see. Okay, I think we're good for that for now. And again, I'll clean up this chest later, I think. I can at least bring these back home. Well, let's just see what I've got here. Stone. I'll bring the stone over. Oak logs. Oh, look at this. I had way more oak logs in here. Okay, I didn't have to mine those trees. Mine the trees. I didn't have to chop those trees down. Okay. Fair enough. We got logs for later then. Let's see. Let's put this stuff away. Let's go. I brought over stone. And we'll put this leaf litter in there. Probably don't need the extra saplings. Oak. Chests. Birch. Wool. Let's just go get some more wool. There we go. I should not have put these in a corner because they tend to congregate in corners. Okay, we'll keep these on us for now just because we need to keep coming over here and doing this. So let's just make these banners. And we'll just run these two banners back. And then I think what I want to do is let's go ahead and roll to 2 or 3 more villagers. Because I just want to make sure that I get those done today. So it's kind of like once I get into the Nether, I don't know like if things will happen quickly or not. And I don't want to get so wrapped up into that I oh, you know what? I'm going to have to breed some guys first. So this is going to take a little bit of time. So let me get some of these beds back. You know, right now, let's just say we'll get 4 more villagers for now. And we're going to have to feed these guys some carrots. We don't have a fortune pick yet, do we? I don't think so. I think I've gone through this already. Nope, I don't. Okay. I was going to say, just going to throw these guys a whole truckload of carrots so they can start making some babies. And then we can... And then once those babies are done, then we can do the villagers. So, okay, so I'll wait till later in the episode then to actually roll those villagers. And, yeah. We'll go ahead and... Oops, I gotta eat. We'll go ahead and get this right here done. And then we will get into the nether. Let's do something exciting today. Exciting and relaxing. I was just thinking, like, again, like, I'm trying to keep the tone of this series a little bit more. Again, I try to keep my voice a little bit more low-key, a little bit less excitable, just because I think that the long play thing caters more towards people who don't want a lot of, like, shouting and yelling and stuff in their ears. But it'll be interesting to see if I can keep an even tone when I'm dealing with a Nether Fortress. This will be a fun challenge. Okay, where is everybody? Where is everybody? Everyone's over here. Well, I know that the farmer, I can give him... Do I have the thing where I can toss the... Yeah, I do. I do have that mod on here. He picked up all of it. Whoa, I thought their inventory was only like 4 stacks or something. He picked up all of those carrots. Good job, man. Good job. Well, he should now, hopefully, once they all figure out that there's more beds, he should start sharing those carrots around. Speaking of carrots, let's just make sure I'm still good on my food for the moment. Okay, I still got over a stack. I think I'm okay. Let's double check our sheep, and then we're going to take a trip. Prepare for a trip to the Nether Fortress. Okay. All right. So let me put my shears away for now. We'll just put all of this away. Okay, so Nether Fortress in we go. I probably need to heal up my thing. Let's see. I need torches. Okay. I'm really not going to need a ton of torches for what I'm doing, because I don't... If you're hunting wither skeletons, you don't want to light things up, because then that means less of them spawn, right? But I do want to take some of these types of blocks with me. Arrows, that's right. I don't have I do not have an infinity bow yet. So I definitely need arrows. Do I have arrows? I probably have them over in my XP farm. So let's hop over to the XP farm. We'll load up with arrows. We'll make sure that, well, I could heal my shovel and my axe while I'm over there. I really don't have mending on much of my stuff yet because I'm still... Oh, here we go. Oh, someone was saying a good way to help me remember to put my gold boots on is to put a item frame. There we go. So that way when I come through here, it's like it's in my face. I can put it like right there. Oh my gosh, that'd be so great. Right? So I can just... Oh. There we go. Oh, of course it's going to be like that. There we go. So then I can pick them up, and I can put them on, and I can even put those in there. I love it. So now when I come and go, there's a thing right there that says, hey, put your boots on. I love it. You guys have great ideas. I forget who said something about that. That might not even been in this comments in this last episode, but somebody mentioned that. Okay, so let's go ahead and... Oh, I see a Ghasty over there. Let's see. Hopefully we can just avoid him. Yeah, he's... Okay. We're gonna go get by. Well... Oh! Okay, that was cool. Sorry for the sudden loud music there, but that was pretty cool. Alrighty, arrows. I came over here primarily for arrows. I should probably get an extra stack. Again, I don't have infinity. Let's do a little bit of, yeah, sure. We'll do just a little bit of repair here on my tools before we go. What else do we have in here? Say anything worth combining on these? Projectile protection 2. Just straight up protection 2. Oh, look at this helmet. I mean, I would only use this in the Nether, so all the water enchantments aren't good. But like, that's a good helmet to get off of a random drop like this. Especially while it's still pretty early on, and they're not all coming down like armored yet. So another thing we need to do eventually is get a cleric over here to trade away all of this rotten meat. And rig up my little, my skelly bones into bone block converters. Where's the bed here? Okay. Heck, that's maybe something we could even do today if we have time. Maybe not the cleric, that's a little more involved, but rig up the redstone to do this conversion. I've done it now a couple of times, or at least a similar setup, so I should be able to probably do that pretty easily if I had all the materials. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, that's good enough for now. I don't want to just spend the whole time here. Well, I say that, and I turn around. Okay. Okay. And... Okay, that's enough for now. Let's go ahead and... Where's the bones? Here's the bones. Okay, let's go find that Nether Fortress. So, I have to remember where that was. Now, in this world, I have a Strider, don't I? Yes, I do. And I know that there's bastions close by. Like, there's one here. And there's one... I think there's also a Nether Fortress. I think we saw a Nether Fortress relatively close by. Do I have anything... You know, I should probably not do this standing out in the open. Let me get protected. We should at some point dress up this Nether portal and stuff too. So we have, oops, wrong button here. That's right. We have the map on this one. So there was I think we found a Nether Fortress when we went out on the. Is that our walkway? That's our walk. So I'm getting, yeah, okay. So this is our portal. This was our walkway that we just went on. And then we went into the lava this way. And I remember us finding a bastion relatively quickly, but I thought we also saw a Nether Fortress. So I'm just kind of getting an idea of where that was. This might be the bastion. It's hard to see what's going on with this map here. Okay, there's the fortress. Is that the one that we saw? So if we come out here, it's like to the left. if that whole thing is out exposed over lava, that's going to be a pain for wither hunting. Oh, that's probably going to be our only option, though. There's one over here that's kind of buried within this horrible, horrible biome. Well, darn it! It looks like that's our thing. Yeah, because I think didn't we build like a little landing pad for our strider? Okay, so let's just so when we come out with the strider, we're gonna kind of go to the left and see if that's the one that we had found last time. It probably is. Okay, which means I need to go get my carrot on a stick. Okay, I should probably have that over here too. I wonder if these guys have... oh, I see hearts. We gonna see the miracle of life? We see a little baby? I hear a baby. There he is. Good job, guys. Good job. Alright, let's go ahead and get our fungus on a stick. And let's just make sure, I'm sure we already have a lead down there and we probably already have a fence post, but just in case, let's just grab one. Just in case. It's always to be better safe than... You know what I could maybe do as well? I never really thought about using boats in here helping with, like, wither skeleton fight, hunting. We're gonna tread new territory. Is that a thing? Discover new... I don't know what the word is. Try new things. We're gonna try new things. Again, we need to make a better way up and down from here. I say that every single time I come in here. Okay. Because then I have to go over here to get down safely. I do have my gold on, okay, and then I have to cross over here. Okay, at least I did fill in that little death trap there. Yeah, I need to I need to sharpen this up a little bit. Excuse me, sir. Alright, there's our little buddy. Okay. Let's go ahead and we're going to keep this here so you're focused on me the whole time and you don't try to go away. Alright. Now, we said the fortress is going to be to our left. Let's get off of this, get you in the lava. There we go. Yeah, it's right there, right? Yeah. Yeah, and there's, see those torches. That's our little landing pad right there. Okay. Oh, that's right. And we can, like, was it feed him? That makes him run faster. He's cruising, man. Check this out. That's awesome. Was I saying carrot on a stick? It's a mushroom on a stick. Not a carrot. Alright. See, I do not have a fence post over here. I'm glad I brought one. Okay, let me hop off. Let me get you in here. And we'll just get the fence post right there. Keep you nice and close. Oh, I had cobblestone over here already. Okay. Let me put this down here. You know, if I die and have to come back, I don't have a way back. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, I need to really, really consider that. If I die, I can't come back and get my stuff. because I won't have a strider over there to ride. I could always come down with another saddle and try to attract another one. Alright, I'm just not going to die. That's the plan. I'm going to put up my shield. I'm going to have my I'm going to have one of these in emergency. I don't have any fire resist or anything going on here. I don't have the best sword, or my bow hits pretty hard. Yeah, none of my armor's enchanted. Okay, I'm going to have to really play it safe. Really play it safe. Okay. So last time I probably talked about my marking where I put when I come to an intersection, I put a cobblestone so I know which way leads back home. So that's one thing I do. Another thing I do is I start kind of widening things to make it more friendly to wither skeletons spawning. Also a little more friendly to me walking around in these rooms. It also means that some of this is going to just be dark, so I apologize for the darkness of this part. But that's just the nature of being in a Nether Fortress. If you want things to spawn, you got to keep it dark. Okay, so pulling some of that away, it gives more spaces where these guys can spawn. That's the purpose of kind of tearing out some of that. Let's just make sure I understand that. Well, no, because if I'm coming down this way, I'll know that that's the way home. Okay, this is a dead end up here. I will protect myself from falling off that end. Okay. And really what I should be doing is probably putting up these. That's also going to help to protect me from the wither skeletons. So we'll do that. Well, we don't have to like put them everywhere. Oh gosh, that's really way too high, isn't it? Why is that so much higher? Alright, give me those blocks back. There we go. And unfortunately, you just kind of just have to walk around and wait for these guys to spawn. There's things you can do to give them more places to spawn. And that's something where I'll probably start making this Nether Fortress more spawn friendly. So say for example, let's remove this for now. We can like start taking out walls, right? Now it doesn't just make it friendly for, we only have to go 3 tall. We don't have to go all the way to the ceiling. And again, and just so you can see what I'm doing, I'll put some light. But I'm basically, every one of these walls that I break down up to 3 high is leaving. I like seeing where the walls used to be. is basically giving the skeletons more spaces to spawn in, right? So now they can spawn in all of those spaces. It's also going to make my navigation a little bit easier because I can now put the cobblestone marker here. I can put my little blocker here, and now kind of like all of these I can kind of get rid of, right? So now I kind of have this open room. Better chances of things spawning in here. So we can take out some of this. So I've had worlds where I will literally spend like multiple evenings doing this to the entire fortress. Right? I'll just do this through the entire thing and just get it to where like things can spawn pretty much everywhere. Another thing I do as well, say we've got like these hallways, right? Now this one's not as good an example because it's very... Is this a new way? Oh, I literally just got myself lost. Where am I? Oh, I just heard they're probably on the roof. See, unfortunately, these guys are probably spawning. Now I'm going to take that torch because I want things to spawn. I just heard skeletons, but I think they were on the roof. So say we're down in the hallway. Now, again, this is exposed to the outside, so this isn't as good of an example. Now, I do keep this torch by my exit, just so I remember that's my exit, and also so that there's nothing spawned right when I'm trying to leave. But say these hallways here. Every hallway you come across can be widened by 2 blocks on either side of the hallway. Now again, when you get to the ones that are exposed like this, first of all, you're getting light from the lava, but you're also creating a fall hazard there. So I kind of like replace those. So yeah, so if you think about, again, it's like every hallway can be widened from 3 blocks wide to 5 blocks wide. So that also helps. And then another thing, oh, see, there's a skeleton already. See, unfortunately, he's hanging out with the pigs, so I'm going to have to use my axe. Stay away from me. But I don't have looting yet anyway, so it's all good. All good. And all of these rooms, you can also go out one wider in every single one of these rooms, because every room you're in has, well, the walls are still part of the fortress. So if you were to break away the interior walls of these fortresses, that's still fortress where things can spawn. So you're essentially just sitting here making more spawnable blocks for these guys. That's essentially all you're doing. I think you get the point. I think you get the point, but that's essentially what I like to do. And you know, yeah, I could build a whole wither farm, and there's multiple ones. There's a thing where you kind of go run up and down it, and things spawn. But this is kind of my kind of relaxing Minecraft play way of doing wither farming. So I'll essentially eventually work the entire Nether Fortress this way. Right? And then as I run around the fortress, things will spawn. Of course, blazes will spawn as well, so you have to kind of be careful with those guys. Those guys, you can tell that I'm from New York. That's it. I don't know if I've ever really talked about any of that. I mean, obviously, there's the whole, like, identity thing, right? But, I mean, telling you what state I'm from doesn't... Like, oh my gosh, he's from New York. He must be Bob Smith. I'm gonna go look him up on the internet now. Now, see, like right now, I got this massive area here where things can spawn. So, like, if I run, kind of like I'm running through the fortress, backtracking, and then, oh, see, like, here's something that spawned. Hey, it's at 35 levels. Right, so now I'm like over here. Now I'm probably far enough away that things could be spawning in that room, right? So I'll come down here and I'll be like, nope, no, nothing here to fight. And then I'll turn around and I'll start heading back. And when I go back, there is a possibility that things will have spawned in here. Nothing did this time, but there's a possibility. So that's how it works. You don't stand in one place waiting for things to spawn, because that's not how the game works. You kind of like, you maximize all the spawning areas, and then you just constantly just run around then, waiting to come across stuff. So yeah, where am I from? That's an interesting thing we can chat about while I'm hacking away netherite in the dark. Hopefully you guys are more listening than watching, because it's very dark in here. Yeah, I was, my parents are from Pittsburgh. And if anyone is from the area, you know, it's kind of like its own little world. There's a specific accent and everything that is very unique to Pittsburgh. So that's where my parents and all of my extended family are from. So my parents are, and I guess that area of, well, Pittsburgh, essentially, that area, very, very heavily settled in the past by German immigrants. So it's a very, very German descendant kind of area, if that means anything. I don't know if that means anything. But so both my mother and my father are 100% German heritage. Like they can trace the family tree back literally like one, maybe two generations, and like every like grandparent is from there or something like that. So I have a 100% German heritage, which is I don't know if that's any good or bad or indifferent, but it's just the way it is. So that's one interesting little fact. But they, of course, they're from Pittsburgh, so they were born and raised in Pittsburgh. And most of my extended family, does this thing still go out there? Oh, it still goes out one more block, doesn't it? Yeah, see, I can make another block here. And I know these pigs are going to come try to get me. I need to make sure the other pigs are not close to me. There we go. Pretty much my entire extended family is from there. A lot of them are probably still there. Oh, okay. You're harsh in my mellow, man. You're harsh in my mellow. There we go. Let me fix that. We need to just make sure that like things are still 3 tall where we're trying to spawn withers. There we go. Okay, does this go any further? It does go further, doesn't that? Look at that. See, we can go another block out on this one. As long as the floor is still this stuff, withers can spawn there. It just kind of means you're still within that ooh, put the wrong blocks up. That just means that you're still within that Nether Fortress hitbox, for lack of a better word. Now, they won't spawn here on this netherrack, but sometimes clearing that out just helps because you know that wall is going to probably connect over here and all that. So sometimes I like to just square things off by hitting some of this netherrack as well. And some of them, when you get to the intersections, the netherrack gaps will, about 9 or 12 blocks out, still be part of the Nether Fortress. So some of them you actually do have to go into the netherrack, which is always fun stuff. So I hear our skeletal friends, but I'm guessing they're all on the roof. So my parents are from Pittsburgh, of German heritage, which means my dad actually used to listen to polka records, which is funny. And you know, my mom makes a killer German potato salad, you know, that kind of stuff. So when they got married in their mid-20s, they moved to New York with my dad's work, right? Not New York City, just New York. About 2 hours north of the city along the Hudson River. If you're familiar, I don't know why I put those back. I'm going to be breaking them out eventually. If you're familiar with the area, he was in the Kingston area. And if you're familiar with the Kingston area, you probably know that he was brought there through IBM. Back in the day, it was a very, very big IBM town, at least as far as I'm aware. I was a kid, you know. So a lot of the dads worked at IBM, you know, as well as mine. So they were brought to New York through IBM in the Kingston, Ulster County area, if you're aware of that. Kingston, there is a little bit of fame in Kingston. I mean, beyond like historical fame. Like I think at one point it was the capital of New York for some temporary amount of time or something. But also the movie Tootsie, which might be a very dated reference. No, it is a very dated reference because I was even still a kid when that movie was made. The movie Tootsie with Dustin Hoffman. There was a part where they go to the boss's like vacation home, and that vacation home was a big house, like that was a little bit out of the way. Not really out of the way. It was kind of like across the bridge. Anyway, I say the bridge. You know what I'm talking about. You know when they anyway. Like this house was within a bicycle ride from where I lived, but that house was the house that they used for this getaway vacation home. And there was a scene where Dustin Hoffman, not dressed as Tootsie, dressed as himself, I believe, goes to the bar. There's a quick scene in a bar where he's talking to some local or something. I don't even remember. That bar was actually called the Hurley Mountain Inn. That was Hurley is actually technically the town where we lived. It was just a smaller town right outside of Kingston. The Hurley Mountain Inn is actually where we would get pizza from. So anytime, like, if my parents wanted to order out pizza, it was pizza from the Hurley Mountain Inn. And that is where part of that movie was shot, was in the Hurley Mountain Inn, which is pretty cool. So a little bit of fame there. I saw his little hairs and I thought for a second that it was a blaze. I don't know why I thought that. So yeah, so that's kind of cool. And I remember like there was like some of the local kids were hired as like gophers. I mean, that's what we called it back in the day, gopher. You know, go for this, go for that, you know. And so I remember some of the local kids, and I say hired, I'm sure they did it for like, you know, free food or something, you know. I'm sure they weren't like paying these kids. But so yeah, so some of the kids had bragging rights that they like worked on this set and all of that. Come on, where are you, buddy? Anyway, and there's also I discovered more later in life that Kingston is also famous for something else. Not such a pleasant thing. I don't know if any of you have seen the movie. It's another movie. Well, it was a movie made from a real life event. It was actually called Marwin, or Welcome to Marwin, with Steve Carell, where he's a guy who was in a hate crime. He was beaten so badly that he basically it damaged his mind, and I mean it's a tragic story, but it's an interesting story. But yeah, he was very, very obviously very damaged by the violence against him for very bigoted reasons, and but out of it, he was an artist. He was an artist beforehand who would draw, and then after that, I think he lost his ability to draw. But his art, then he would use essentially dolls, and he would basically do his art, but as posing dolls, and then taking photos of them. And he would made sets for them, made like a whole town essentially, and anyway, that took place in Kingston, New York. So yeah, so we're famous for Tootsie and violent hate crime. So there you go. So, but so that's where I'm from. So my parents moved there after they got married. And that is where I am. That's where me and all of my siblings were born there in Kingston, New York, so that's where we grew up. And yeah. And then my father got work in North Carolina, down in the sunny South. And this was when I was a teenager. Like, this was actually the summer between like middle school and high school. My family moved down here to North Carolina, and I've been here ever since. So now I live in the sunny South, and I have lived here, you can pretty much say my whole life. You know, I was like 13 years old when I moved down here, and now I am way, way older than that. So you can pretty much say that I'm practically from here, from North Carolina. I've lived here that long, but yeah. So if you detect any New York accents or phrases coming through, that's probably where that comes from. Every once in a while there might even be like a Pittsburghese kind of word that might slip in here and there. Wash your hands instead of wash. So sometimes some of that slips through as well. That's just from my parents. My parents didn't really have the thick Pittsburgh accent, but they did say some of the words. I keep hearing those guys spawning outside. See, I'm hoping to get some of them to spawn in this big room that we're making. Yeah, so the idea here would be then you come through here and then you would say, like, start going down some of these hallways. And as these hallways are widened, of course, they become more spawnable. I'm really not finding very many wither skeletons, so this is... I mean, I spent a lot of time in a single room, but I don't know that I'm going to find many skulls today, is what I'm saying. See, this is kind of one of these things where, like, I'll spend hours kind of working this Nether Fortress and getting it to be more conducive to spawning. And then usually over the course of me doing that, I'll get... get drops from guys that have spawned. Ooh, stay away from my pickaxe, sir. They like just kind of goading you on there, getting right up in your face. Like, come on, I dare you. I dare you. All of my friends will come running if you swing that thing at me. So this is funny. This kind of like loops around back to this big room, doesn't it? See, I keep hearing those skeletons. I know they're around. See, I think that hallway... that one. Okay, it's not just a straight thing. Okay. Yeah, see, there's probably a lot of guys up on top of the roof. Which is probably why, I mean, they're not spawning down here necessarily because they're on top. So this needs to move in a tad just because now the intersection is wider. Yeah, we're definitely underneath a, oh, see, there's a blaze, and there's a skeleton. So I should probably start building some of these up here, too. It also helps deflecting the blocking the blaze fire. Because sometimes they won't fly past. See, there's a skeleton. So I'm going to run past them. And then into this little section here. And then chop at them from this side. See, they're trying to track me through that wall. They're trying to get around the corner and attack me from the side. Here we go. Hey, buddy. This way. Okay. No skulls. No skulls yet. What is on the other side of this? The only thing that's dangerous here is you don't really want them jumping down those stairs at you. Is that the outside there? That's part of the roof that they're spawning on. So sometimes, like, if you can get a part like this where it's exposed here, one thing you could do is just light it up out here. Like that right there will stop them from spawning there. Oh. Okay, be careful. You're not... Your armor isn't that good. Okay. Alright, it's always nice to get a couple more blaze rods. So this bit right here is a little tricky because they can still spawn there, but if we kind of like wall that off, thinking that like we don't really want them to, we don't really want to deal with that. So we can do this, and then that way they won't spawn out on that little bit of the roof because it's too bright. But if we come up here, our corner kind of starts there. So this means this kind of goes... This will get a little bit goofy here because of this stairwell. It's kind of a weird shape. I hear those guys. I do hear them. Let's see. And then what we can do here is... How do we want to do this? Let's do this. Let's kind of make this our too tall barrier. This is kind of a weird little shape. So we can run under here and get down here, and at least the skeletons can't chase us, but they'll, when they pathfind, we can still reach them. Okay, that works for me. That works. Oh, we got... Oh, I almost... Ah! The skeleton shot him. Hey, skeleton, shoot me over here. Go get him. Go get him. Go get him. Get him. Get him. Oh. Oh, there's a skelly. Is he chasing me? Yep, there he is. Alright. Let's lure him down here. Alright, is this guy gonna give me my first skull? Have we actually gotten a skull yet in this world? I don't remember. I guess I could find out. Where's my advancements? Enter a bastion. I have not gotten a wither skull yet. Okay. All right, let's see. We're right on about the mid-episode. Whoa. Dude. We're about the mid-episode. Okay, these guys. Come on, guys. You got this entire fortress to roam around. Stop getting in front of my pickaxe. I was going to say, we're about at my mid-episode break, so I should probably go stretch my legs real quick here. I don't know how much longer I want to just sit here and dig out Nether Fortress walls, because, you know, this isn't terribly exciting. I mean, those guys can make it exciting. Oh, this is the outside here, okay. Yeah, this whole top part is like one big thing where all these walls are next to each other. See, those... Now, is fire tick on or off on this server? On this game. So... Oh my, oh my. Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. Oh, no, 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 no. And that's how easily you can get really messed up in the Nether Fortress. I decided to go toe-to-toe with two blazes for no reason. No good reason at all. Okay, let's see. So let's, I'm not going to take my mid-episode break right at the moment. Because I now have to go try to retrieve my stuff. Alright, let's go ahead and, oh gosh, I'm going to have to run through the nether. But I need to get over to my home. I'm like, okay, right now those chunks are loaded, so I need to get into my home and unload these chunks so that I can get back in here with some stuff and hopefully find a warp fungus that I can put on a thing and hopefully get another strider real quick. Holy cow. Oh no. Really what I should have done. You know what? These are going to be better. Even though these are protection, these have health on them. I'm almost thinking like I need to make another portal over to that thing, but that's going to be like really far on the overland to get to that portal. Okay, I do have a minute to think because those chunks aren't loaded. That's why. Boy, I have like no armor. Do I have diamonds? I have 3 diamonds in this world. Okay. Looks like we're going in with iron. We're going in with unenchanted iron. This is, yeah. I even told myself going in I needed to, like, take it carefully. And then I decided to stop in a room with, and fight those guys. So that was on me. All right, what do we need? Chest plate and pants. Chest plate, pants. Okay. At least get something going on here. We're going to need a shield. A shield is key. Okay, I need a shield. And really, all I'm hoping to do is get to my stuff. That's really all I'm trying to do right now. Another thing I need to do is probably bring a chest. If I do get to my stuff, it would be nice to like throw down a chest and just get it all in a chest real quick. What else do I need to facilitate doing this? I probably could use a... no, I'm not going to use that fishing rod. Use a fishing rod here. We should have... Oh, we should have plenty of spider strings because we have our farm over there now. So make a fishing rod so that we can get a fungus, hopefully very quickly. We probably need some kind of a handheld weapon to get us through. So let's get some of that iron back out again. Let's get... I'm almost thinking an axe. Just at this stage in the game, an axe will do more damage to something that we run into. Oh, I keep forgetting. Whenever I... So there's a little bit of a bug. If you right-click through one of those things and something is in your hand that you could use, it uses the thing. And I don't know why it does that. That's a bit of a bug. I need food. I'll take these golden carrots here. Okay. Let's see, what else do I need? I need... Do we have another fungus already? Yes, we have one. Okay, we can go ahead and make our thing so we don't have to go hunting for that, so that's good. That'll get us there. We need a saddle. Okay, we need a saddle. We got that. I just need to not get hit by stuff is really, I mean, beyond that, I just need to be able to protect myself. I just need to be able to get to my stuff. If those guys have not despawned, I'll probably have some problems. If they have despawned, I won't have as big of a problem. I mean, new things could spawn, of course. Okay, so let's go ahead and... Let's just make a pickaxe just in case. We need to mine out some blocks for some reason. Okay, got a pickaxe. Is that everything? This is just a quick go in and get your stuff mission. All right, let's do it. No better time than the present. Okay. Okay, now we have to go through our crazy convoluted way of getting down there, which is going to eat up more time. Okay. Alright. Okay. I do have gold on. Okay, good. Just nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. Coming through. Coming through. Please have a one of these guys be close by. Please. Please, please, please. They are nowhere nearby. They are nowhere near. Okay, there's a guy out here. Is he going to be able to see this? Hey, I got a fungus over here. Delicious, delicious fungus. You can't see it. Okay, let's get bridging out. We need this guy. We need this guy. Hello? Come on, how close do I have to be? Hello? The clock is ticking. There he is. Okay, okay. So let me get this on you. And get on top of you. Okay. I can do this. I can do this. Because I'm good enough, and I'm smart enough, and doggone it, people like me. Does anyone get that reference? Now, oh, we do not need that gassed. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Okay, we're gonna be able to. Are we gonna be able to get in here without him attacking us? Okay. All right, I'm just gonna have to abandon that one. Sorry. I just need to get. I need to getting. getting. Get to getting. All right. Okay, so. Oh, good. It's right here. It's right here. Okay, good, good, good. Oh, thank you for being this close to the way out. Okay. Let's just get stuff. Get stuff. Okay, now get in the rest of this before it despawns. Stuff. Oh boy. I'm gonna go take my mid-episode break now. I'll be right back. Alright, I am back from my break, so let's go ahead and get re-equipped here. Make sure it's safe. Okay. I'm curious. I want to, what are my coordinates here? Let me just, I'm gonna take a quick, whoops, hold on a second. Ah, where's my, what is it? It's, here we go. I'm gonna take a quick screenshot of that. Okay, there we go. Just got a screenshot of my coordinates. I'm just curious what this is. Oh gosh, if I times that by 8, that's like, it's like 200 by 200. That's gonna be like 1,600 away if I were to make a. I'm thinking like if I were to make a portal to here from the overworld, but that's gonna be a heck of a trip. Okay, let's get rid of some of this stuff. Get the good equipment back on. Okay, let's see. These are the projectile protection boots. Okay. And let's get our diamond equipment. Let's see. Okay, let me just do it this way. Okay. Everything out. Okay, now sword, good bow, arrows, pickaxe, shovel, sorry, axe and then shovel. And then we've got torches, food, rockets. Go next. My bed, of course, I don't need that in here. Well, my bed goes there. Let's see, this here goes this here. And then what else do we have normally? Normally our shield goes here, but that's equipped. Okay. Okay, that's all of my stuffs. Now I'm going to need a warp fungus to get back home. Of course, that's down in the chest already. Now let me just load up everything. You know, it's another thing I forgot to do was use these boats. That might be something that I can do as a little bit of a an insurance policy here. Is use some of these boats so when I'm coming back to my home, I have like a line of boats here to catch any nasties that might have spawned down here. It's probably not a bad idea. Okay. Let's go ahead and take some of this downstairs real quick. I'm gonna have to like bonk in my head. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Okay. Let's see. Let's just offload some of this stuff. Okay. And let's get back up here. These should probably be turned into stairs eventually. Just to get some quicker access up and down. Or mainly up, because I have to jump to get up. Okay, fair enough. And I got everything I need. Let's just poke our heads up there to see if anything up is interesting up there that spawned. Oh, that's interesting. You are interesting. Come get me. Come get me. See now these guys. See now what you can do. Of course, you can kind of do a little drive-by, run past that guy, get into a protected area, and now you can kind of deal with them from afar. Do you see what I see? Spooky, scary skeletons. Nice. Hey, we got our first skull. I think we're going to take our prize and get out of this nether because I'm still feeling a little bit of the pain from that death there. We'll get that bone. Might as well. There we go. Oh! See, the welcome wagon is down here. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. Okay, he's dead. Did I get him? Yes, I got him. Whew. Okay, let's see if what's still going on down there. Okay, well, there you go. The boats helped. At least they're in one spot. I can kind of pick them off. All right, score 1 for the boats. Okay, I'm not going to die to a vanilla skeleton here. All right, there we go. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. I am done with the nether for now. We got 1 skull, so that was really nice. I'm hoping we can find our other guy, so maybe we can have a backup when we get back. So let's take some of this back home with us. Whatever we can fit. Whatever is useful. We'll take some fences. And we'll put one of these in here. And we'll take some nether bricks. There we go. The rest of this we'll leave in here for now. We don't need a single crimson nylium or a single rotten flesh. We'll just take some more. We'll just take some more stuff back home with us. Okay, so now let's get this guy and let's get a lead at the ready. Let's see if we can find our is that gas still gonna be up here? Let's see if we can find the guy that had the saddle. If we could leash him and drag him back home with us. Do you have a saddle? Who has the saddle? It's hard to tell. It's because when they're looking straight at you, it's hard to tell. Okay. Did he go this way? Could have gone this way. Do I still have... Okay, I do. One thing is I have to make sure I get nowhere near my shift button, because like that right there, you're like in the drink. You hit your shift while you're riding one of these guys. It's so scary. Every time I hit a button, I'm like, oh gosh, am I hitting the right button? I'm just going to find the guy with the saddle so we can bring him home with us and have a backup. Oh my gosh, how far did he go? Alright, man. Where are you at? Where are you at, dude? Where are you at, my friend? Is that him? Is that the saddle on his head, or is that just his head? I say his head. His head is his body. That is not him. Is it you? No? Saddle guy? Where are you, saddle guy? Anyone over here? I may have lost my backup guy. I don't know where he went. Bummer. Bummer. Well, I was thinking it would be nice to have a backup roaming around down here. Or, you know, like saddled up in case that exact same thing happens again. Maybe we'll find him on the way home. We'll see. Maybe he went this way. That's not a saddle, is it? No. I mean, he wouldn't have despawned because he has a saddle. He had to have just walked somewhere. I kind of want to find him now. Bummer. Bummer, bummer, bummer. Well, maybe we'll find him on a future trip. Is that a saddle? No, is that? I don't think that's the saddle. Is that the saddle? There he is! He's way over here! Look at this! We got him! Hey, buddy! Nice. He made it all the way over here. Holy cow, he was cruising. Cruising. Okay. So we should have a fence post over here. So we can get that guy strapped up and then get our guy strapped up. Make sure they both have saddles. Awesome. Great. We got two of them now. We'll, maybe we'll do something where we put each one of them on a different fence. I'm assuming the nether fences will work with leads, right? Yeah, good. Okay. We'll do that so I can free one of you at a time. Perfect. We got some backups here. I'll tell you what I'm also going to do is I'm going to put this here with the warped funguses. So they're there. Oof. I should probably get some of this magma. Not magma. Let's do... We got this stuff on me, so... Doesn't matter if it looks bad. This is the nether. The nether always looks bad. There we go. Perfect. Excellent. Excellent. Alright, bonus. We got an extra guy now. We have our backup. That's fantastic. Let's go ahead and... Where is the portal? Let's go ahead and make our easy access right now. I keep saying I need to do it, and then I don't do it. So let's just do it. Let's just do it. Alright, so... Oh my gosh, he is so far away. So far away. So let's see, if I want to get my bearings here. So, boy, that's a big lava fall. So that's like when I go down, all the way down, that's where I need to be, which is like up here, which isn't even where the portal is yet. Okay. So let's do this. Let's make a bit of a stairwell down this way. So now this will be, of course, if we're going to go to the lava lake side of things. Okay. So we're going to come around here, and then we go doopy-doopy-doop down here. Doopy doop. Be doop. Oh boy, I am just placing blocks everywhere where they do not need to be. Try this again. Alright. That looks good to me, and what we can do is we can throw some torches to kind of light the way and reduce spawnage. Okay, that's a big old mess. Let's just try to block off some of that mess. And that's how you block off some of that mess. Right, just like that. You just don't put it right underneath where it's flowing or else it spills over. Excellent. Okay, the mess has been blocked off. So now I want to just do another little bit of a stairwell down to there. Okay, so we might have to... So we'll like be coming down here, and then we'll be like bloopity bloop, and then we're going to start a stairwell down here. I love that this stuff is Insta-mine. It makes doing stuff like this so much quicker and easier and all of that. Torches, torches, torches. I hear you. I hear you loud and clear, sir. Oh, I'm not picking it up because my inventory is full of stuff. I probably should not be doing this with a full inventory, but I'm here. I just want to get it out of the way. Okay. Do I need to be turning that direction yet? Well. Probably so. Well, look, here I am. How beautiful is this? Alright. So then this is pretty much going to be our way back up. It looks ugly as sin, but we're in the Nether. So sin is kind of on point for being down here. Okay, there we go. Excellent. And let's just make sure that we kind of clear some of this from our immediate walking area so we don't have to deal with it. Let's get this. Always gravel in the Nether always makes me nervous. Let's just move it, get it out of the way just because we don't need it there. That's why it makes me nervous, because of what it just did. Excellent. Excellent. We're done. We're done. Let's get out of here. And eventually come down here with some stairs or something and make this a little bit more proper. That gets us from that long, long walk. Awesome. Perfect. Loving it. So just out of curiosity, positive 1600 and then negative 1600. Oh my gosh, look how far away this portal would have to be. It's not even like, I'm not even there yet. Like, this is how far away that overworld portal would have to be to go to directly to that Nether Fortress. That's not going to happen. That is not going to... I know you like the golden carrots. Oh, I just fed you one. Well, there you go. Enjoy. Alright, let's empty some of this stuff. The Nether stuff can go in there. We got a bunch of armor now. That's Good and bad. Bad that we had to get it. Good that we have it. Extra bow. Some of the stuff is probably still in there, so like we probably don't need the extra arrows at the moment. Let's go ahead and... Oh, my shield was already unequipped. Okay. Well, that's right, because my fishing rod was in there. Get the armor in here. Boy, these projectile protections are getting pretty hurt. So let's go ahead and get these things back over here so I can get my boots on. Yeah. Oh. There we go. Okay. I always forget about the whole left clicking a piece of armor equips it. I always forget about that. Let's see. Let's just clean up a little bit here. Bones. And there's our prize. We got one wither skeleton, which is pretty awesome. Or one wither skeleton skull. We were hoping to come back with 3 of them, but hey, that's a start. That's a start, and the way that went, I don't mind not having that today. I really don't mind. Excuse me. All right, let's roll a couple villagers. Yeah, let's see if... I know these chunks have been unloaded most of this time, but I know that we saw at least one baby. So let's go ahead and get some of our lecterns. And we got our list of enchantments over here on my desk. And we'll see if we can get one of these guys to start. Oh, well, I don't want to interrupt that. You guys, okay, good job. I won't watch you if it makes you nervous. Oh, I got 2 babies going over here. Great. Okay, are you guys done? Hey, good job. Okay, so now I need one of you to come over this way. Oh, that guy did. Okay. And now that you're here, I need you to now come over here. Or at least one of you. But really, I need one of you to go in there. That's what I really need. Oh, it's that time. Oh, here you go. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. I can't sleep quite yet. Need about 5 more seconds. Let's see. I was looking for 1832 on my clock. And there you go. All right. Okay, let's see. We have a whole list of enchantments that we still need, so let's get these in the offhand. All right, let's start rolling. Rolling the dice. Nope. Unbreaking 1. No. Do we still have some of our heavy hitters left? We have, let's see. Yeah, we still need Unbreaking 3. That's one of our biggest ones. Wait a minute. I don't have punch crossed off. Mending, efficiency failing. Let's see. Oh. We have punch, I believe, so let me cross that off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think that's all we had over there. Okay. All right. Fortune 3. For 30. Ooh. Okay, so now here's where I struggle. This is Fortune 3. But it's 30 emeralds. I really, really would like them to all be 20-something or below. Because I feel like once I cure them, zombify and cure them, it'll get a lot cheaper. Fortune, I really only need fortune on one piece of equipment, really. Do I lock you in? I'll tell you what. Let me go get books and books and stuff and emeralds and think about it. Do I lock that in at 30? In reality, I really only need it on a pickaxe. And that is going to go on a pickaxe with mending that's going to sit in my ender chest for eternity, and I will never, ever need a second one. I often do have, because I would do like having a non-silk touch version of these two tools. Oh, including the hoe as well. I have to include that in there. Fortune on a hoe is nice because you get more drops whenever you knock down leaves. Like if you're looking for saplings and stuff, you can use the fortune hoe for that. Fortune on these don't really gain you much unless you're looking for a lot of flint for some reason. On this, it really does nothing on an axe. Do I lock this in? That's the question. Do I lock this in at 30 or do I keep rolling? This is all the emeralds I have at the moment. I think I'm going to lock it in. Because I'm not going to need to buy too many of them, and I am going to zombify and cure these guys one time. So we're locking it in. Fortune 3. Boom. That's awesome. Okay. Fortune 3 is off the list. Thank you, sir. Okay, let's get you out of here. Let's get you latched onto that table right there. Go ahead. It's okay. It's, you know, if I wanted you in here, you would have run out the moment I broke that block. Okay. Good job. Now, someone else. I need someone else over here. Okay, leave the trail of lecterns. Okay. All right, me and you, buddy. What you got? Density. Don't need that. Whatever I get on you, it's going to have to be cheap because I'm not buying another 30 emerald book. Piercing. Multi-shot. We already have Silk Touch, and I think our Silk Touch is actually pretty cheap if I remember correctly. Oh my gosh, two cheap Silk Touches in a row. That's awesome. Fire Aspect. No, I don't use Fire Aspect. That's the one on the swords. I do not like fire on my swords because it just, like it lights zombies and stuff on fire, and then they light you on fire. So I only use that on bows where the mobs are typically going to stay far away from me. Oops. Respiration. But that goes up to 3, so I don't want Respiration 1. Luck of the Sea. Okay. See, now it gets down to where, like, as you get more books, the available things that you need get smaller, and then it takes longer to roll these guys up. When you're down to the last few, it just takes forever. It really does. Loyalty. Boy, another Silk Touch for 5. Holy cow. Depth Strider. We have Depth Strider already. All right, man. What you got? Something good. Infinity. We need infinity. 13 is a good price. Okay. That takes care of infinity. We do have... I have one more book on me, and I have 19 emeralds. So let's see if we can find something useful that is for 19 or less. Let's get you out of here. You. I'm going to come down here with your buddy. Move that. Move. There you go. You, down here. Good job. Okay. Now I need another future librarian. Where is everybody? Where is everyone? Oh, there's one. There's a somebody here. Here, come this way. Hello. Hello. Why aren't you doing the thing with the thing? Is it because it's gathering time and you're not interested in workbenches? Do you have anything? What was that command? Trigger. Oh, that's him. Let's make sure you don't have anything. You don't have a workstation. So there's one. Over here. There's a couple of them. I'm thinking it's a time of day thing. I'm thinking like it's their gathering time, so he's not interested in learning a job. Or maybe he is. No, stay in here. No. Okay. Okay, he's probably not going to go back in there until he sleeps. Where are you going? Okay, let's oh, I wonder what he's got. He might have something already on him that we want. Where'd he go? Oh gosh, he's checking out the garden. What you got? Nothing. Okay. All right, we'll be able to sleep in less than a minute here, so let's just hang out and wait for him to get that out of his system, and then he should hopefully come up here eventually back to his workbench. Boom, and that is every bed filled. Good job, guys. What are you doing? Okay. And sleep. There we go. Right, up and at 'em. Okay, so now we need this librarian to come up here back to his workstation. Might take him a minute to pathfind up here. He probably won't pathfind up here until he needs to use it. So maybe we could trick him by saying he doesn't have a workstation, but now he's like, ooh, I detect one. I want to come get it. I mean, oh yeah, see, you're not doing that anyway. Yeah, see, there we go. There we go. Stop. Okay. He almost got out. Depth Strider. Okay. All right. Let's get something good out of you. Unbreaking 3 for 11. Yes, we don't have that one yet. Oh, that's so cheap. Oh my gosh, that. Wow, we could not have gotten anything better than Unbreaking for 11 because that goes on everything. That's awesome. That is incredible, dude. You're a good guy. You're a really good guy. That was fantastic. I say we get these guys a new home. See, now they're latched onto a bed. So this is so now here's the thing we need to do, right? First we start that, and then we need to get our get them taken away so they forget about those beds. Oh, that was so awesome. That was so good. That was so good. Unbreaking for 11. Oh, that's just so fantastic. Oh, I'm so excited about that. Okay. Get some boats, get some leads. Okay. And then we'll try to get some of these librarians moved out. Oh, you know what? First, I need you to see that your benches are gone. Now let's get you in boats. So let's get you in a boat. Get you in a boat. And get you in a boat. There we go. Now, let's get you 3. Let's do this. It's a train. Oh my gosh, they're so long. It's like to get them around corners without it snapping. This is the greatest thing. Oh, another villager jumped in with them. Okay, I should have saw that coming. I should have used chest boats. See, my friend Millie taught me that. Use a chest boat and you're only going to get one villager in each boat. Let's bring you guys up here. Oh, it's not the love boat, guys. Come on. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. Okay, so what I'm going to need to do here is I'm going to have to put some lecterns up here so that the librarians will grab them. Okay, now everyone else, get back over here. Oh, that's so funny. There we go. And then our 3 librarians should hopefully all... You've got your table. You've got your table. And you've got your table. Excellent. So now let's get you trapped in boats. Come on. I just want you in the boat so you don't get lost or move around or anything weird. Baby, baby, no. Baby, no. No, no, no. No, no. No, baby, no. Okay. Oh. There we go. Excellent. Okay. Now, we know how to do this, right? Unbreaking. You got like a front seat, don't you? Yeah, you're right here. Okay, so we need you. We need an extra boat. You guys need to go back over to the beds. All right. See, now that we know how to work all this, it's going to go a lot easier. I say it's going to go. It seems to be going a lot easier. Our last attempt went a lot easier. Okay, so we're going to put this here. Scooch it forward a bit. Get it about centered. Okay, and now we're going to pop your lectern. And then give you a new one here. And then we're going to break you free. And you're going to go here to this lectern. You're going to... Come on. No, 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 no. You're going to go here to this lectern. Okay. Don't think about going over there. You're going to go here to your lectern. You don't have a workstation. It's up here. It's up here. Here. It's right here. It's the time of day, isn't it? You're wanting to go gather at the town square. Let's try something here. Can I get you... Sometimes when you jump, you can get them to go up. Yeah. Okay. Up, up, up. Okay. I think I just saw you lock on. Yep. Okay. I just need to go get in your boat. Get in your boat that's on your thing. Get in the boat that's on your thing. Get in the... Oh. Come here, horse. Get out of the library. Okay. You know what? Let me, it's going to be time to sleep in about a minute. So let me sleep and get the nighttime out of the way. Is that about centered? Yeah, that's about right. And then I'm going to need to free these guys. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. And then hope that I should be using chest boats for this. Hey. He just threw me a carrot. Here, take it back. You know what I need to do? Once all these guys lay down in their beds, I need to take out all of the unoccupied beds. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whenever they're connected, they get all goofy. So sometimes it's hard to tell. Okay, let me sleep. Okay, so that means there's no longer an unoccupied bed over here. So hopefully none of these guys will see that or sense that and try to walk that direction. I mean, they might still know that there's a town center over there. So there is that. So let's just break this and see what happens. You need to go over to your table. All right, guys. Unbreaking. Go over here. I know he just wants to go be social with his friends, but I want him in that boat up there. That boat up there. Not that boat. He tried. He should still detect this workstation, right? Yep. Okay, he'll go there eventually. Oh boy, even when you think you got everything solved, they still just have a mind of their own, don't they? There he goes. Now you come back here, go to your workstation and get in your boat. There you go. Okay, great. Now you pop. Okay, now you should be stuck and you should be the right one. Yes. You're unbreaking. Let's give you your sign. Excellent. Now who are you? You're infinity. And this is your workstation. So now pop. You have no workstation. Infinity is right here. Okay. So let's get Mr. Infinity. We're going to run through the gauntlet here, trying to get the Infinity guy where he needs to be. Okay, let's see. Terrible, terrible Infinity Gauntlet reference, by the way. There we go. So now hopefully you will hop into your boat. Let's get in your boat. Excellent. And then we're going to drop you into place. No, drop you into place. Oh, no. Come back. Come back. Oh, I didn't have him lined up quite right. What are you doing? You're doing a little dance. Okay, now... There you go. Awesome. So you are Infinity. Your table is there. And this is your sign. And here's your sign. Okay, one guy left, and then we're done with villagers for today. Finally, Fortune 3, you probably got a pretty high prominent spot here up here, don't you? Yeah, Fortune. Even though you don't go on many things, you are a very important enchantment. You get a high status regardless of how many things you go on. Okay, so we'll scoot that forward a little bit. Is that nice and centered? Yes, it is. Okay, let's get rid of your table. And let's drive you over to your new desk. All right. Excellent. Look at this. This is going pretty smooth. Besides, you know, when you get that weird time of day and they start goofing around. This has become big. Okay. I just got done saying how behaved you are. Okay, there you go. Oh, so cool. So cool. You are Fortune. Here's your... Ooh. Boy, this axe is really, really good, isn't it? There we go. You are Fortune, and your table should be there. Oh, this is looking so awesome. We still have a few more to go. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Only 7 more to go. Let me look at my list. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Great. Maybe 2 more episodes. We'll get the rest of these knocked out. Yeah, as we're like zoning in on fewer enchantments that we need, each one gets a little bit more difficult to obtain because you have to start cycling through all of those books, are still part of the cycle and they've already been had. So let's go ahead and do some of our shearing sheep. Okay. All right, we got a few. That's awesome. All right, and get that up there. Now, I don't have a whole lot of time left for this episode. I think I've only got about 10 more minutes or so. There's really not much I can do in 10 minutes. I've almost got enough of these banners. I need 2 more of these banners. I need 1 more of these banners. Nice. Awesome. I could try to roll up another villager. Another librarian just to cap off this episode. No. I'm going to fix my gas station. By the way, that's the greatest name for these things. Gas station. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, so what I want is, let's make it out of some walls that are better looking than cobblestone. Now that we know what we're doing with that thing. Let's see. Keep the shears so I can get more wool next time they're ready. What did I just come over here to do? I want to see if we had glass. Oh yeah, we got plenty of glass. So I'm gonna go with the design I have over on my server with zinc. Where's the bamboo? There it is. It's not much different than this, except I'm gonna replace all of this and this and this with walls. And I'm gonna replace all of that with glass. All of that with glass. And that's pretty much it. That's the whole build. I could put a second gate down here just to make it look even, but really you only need 1 to keep him in. So let's see. Put some of that glass around here. Just enough to keep him in. Because I think he's like either just at or just over 4 blocks wide, like maybe a pixel over. So this 4 block wide gap of these glass blocks are enough to keep him from trying to go up. And then the fact that there are walls down below, so like I can break out these 2. See, so now that's my top, so now I can get in and out without getting suffocated. And it's enough to keep him from going up. And then, of course, because he is that very, like maybe a pixel more than 4 blocks wide, these outer ones can't be solid blocks, but if you make them walls, there's enough of a gap that he can actually fit through there. Sometimes you kind of have to do the little left-right thing to wiggle him in. But it's good enough to keep him in there. And he'll just stay put. He will just stay put. So what kind of walls do we want to use for this? There's probably not much that we have a lot of right now that can be turned into walls. I mean, granite might look kind of silly. Stone, we could do like stone brick. We could do like stone brick walls. We don't have enough deep slate to do anything with. We don't have enough tuff to do anything with. Can you make walls out of sandstone? That might actually look kind of neat, actually. You can make walls out of sandstone, right? Oh, where's my, what you call it? I guess you don't really need that for walls. You can. Okay. Maybe we could do like the up and down our sandstone, right? Like 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 times 4, we need like 20. Maybe we'll do like sandstone in the corners. Let's just play with this a little bit. Technically, the front corners don't need to be walls as well, I don't think. But you know what? Oh. Okay, I can do the last 2 on the table. That's why you use a workbench. You can get the right amount. There we go. Move that so no villager attaches to it. See, he was wanting it. He was trying to. He was trying. He's like, I detect a workstation. I smell a workstation. Okay. So now what would look good for, so basically we're going to have a strip of walls here and a strip of walls there, and that's going to keep him from trying to track out sideways. And we're going to also replace this with a strip of walls and this with a strip of walls. What walls do we want go in that direction? I mean, the cobblestone doesn't look half bad against that sandstone because they have that similar texture. It doesn't look half bad, honestly. Like, cobblestone is usually not a really attractive thing to build with, but it doesn't look half bad. It really, really doesn't. Would the granite look okay next to sandstone, like just color-wise? It's going to look kind of like, excuse me, like that. I'm not a color person, but I don't think that looks like it matches. That should be enough to get my last brown banner, which is pretty awesome. Put that away. That one last brown banner. I'm just going to place this now while I'm thinking about it, so I don't forget. This is looking cool with all these little. Now imagine once all of them are in here and you got like 18 guys in here, and then we got like walls and stuff with bookshelves and things. This is going to look incredible when it's done. It might never get done, but it's going to look incredible when it is. Let me take some of this back home. I say it's never going to get done. I mean, it will. So here's one thing I'm struggling with a little bit on this series is I don't want to do anything off camera. The moment I start doing things off camera, I'll do a lot of things off camera. And that's no good. That's not the purpose of this series. This series isn't here for me to do stuff on my own and show you afterwards. But for example, like, I could sit here and spend about 6 hours fixing that Nether Fortress up. And that might be something where, like, no one wants to watch 2 full episodes of me doing the Nether Fortress, right? So some really, like, super grindy stuff like that. I don't think people are going to want to see that. So, like, I could get away with doing some of that off camera. Of course, but along with it becomes, you know, you're fighting mobs while you're doing it, and you potentially die like I did, and that's exciting stuff that I wouldn't want people to miss. So I really struggle with that, and the reason why I say that, it's like, you know, because that means, you know, to do up the Nether Fortress the way I want to do it, I don't want to spend episodes just doing that. But I want it to be functional. I want it to work. So it's a bit of a conundrum that I'm in. You know, I'm thinking that these cobblestones don't look bad against that sandstone. I'm really thinking that this might be one of those times where cobblestone is going to look just fine. Right? Call me crazy. If I'm crazy, call me crazy. But I think that doesn't look bad. I really don't think that looks bad. Again, typically, you don't really build with cobblestone because it's not that attractive. But that's all I need to do for the garage. I mean, you could dress it up, perhaps, you know, but that's really all you need, because then all you do then is you just open that gate, hop on. See, now you don't worry about suffocation damage or anything, and then when you want out, you just go this way, and then you're out. And you can do whatever you want. Oh, let's get an aerial view of our library. Look at them all in there. They're so unprotected right now. Oh my gosh. If I ever detect like the hint of a thundercloud coming, I need to sleep. These guys are so exposed. And I'm pretty sure I just have fire tick on. Yeah, because those things burned. Yeah. So not only could I turn one or more of these guys into witches, I could burn it all down too. I should probably turn off fire tick. Honestly, there's really no reason to keep fire tick on. There really is no reason for it. What do you guys think? Should I turn fire tick off? I would prefer it to be off. You let me know. Let me know. Everyone who's made it this far, just tell me in the comments if you think I should turn fire tick off or leave it on. You know, do we want to risk burning builds down because, you know, a lightning struck somewhere and then burned that entire thing down or something? I personally I don't like that idea. So let me know. Let me know what you think about that. Cool. Okay, so the gas station is done. Again, we could dress it up and maybe make it look a little more attractive and stuff later, but that's the basics. That's all you need is a nice let's see. The gap inside is 4 wide, right? So essentially if you oh, that's right. I got a golden carrot in my hand, don't I? So essentially and then this is a 5. So the depth is 5. That's just enough so you can have room to get him in here and get out without him scooting out. So basically 5, when you're talking interior dimensions, 5 long, 4 wide, and then you just got the at basically the 5 and 6 position here, and then the 6 and 7 position here. You got walls. Make sure all of those are walls, and a nice little horseshoe of glass on the top, and then a gate in the back. That's all you need. And that's your simplest, as far as I can tell, that's about the simplest gassed garage you can make, and it's effective. Everything after that would just be decoration. Like we could dress it up and make it look nicer, put a little build around this in this, you know, structure, and then have a little window where his little face pokes out or something. We can dress it up beyond that, but that's the basics. That's been working really well for us on the server that I have with Zinc, and you haven't had any problems with them at all. They stay in there just fine until you want them out, and then they're easy enough to get in and out of that. Let's put some of this away here. Oak and jungle. Put that granite away, and we got our cobblestone and our sticks and bamboo. And I think it's time to say goodbye. I'm going to stand here in the rain and get my my shirt and my cargo shorts all soaking wet. Anyway, guys, thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I've got a little close to the camera there. Sorry about that. I can't drive in F5 mode. I don't know why I try to do that. Anyway, so I'm glad we got the villagers sorted out. Bit of frustration in that last episode because they just weren't behaving the way I expected, but it seems like we got all of that ironed out. Had some great advice in the comments for helping to get that done, with them like linking onto the books and everything, get them all attached to one, and you know, and get them all up in the middle attached. You know, anyway, you know what your comments were, and I followed some of that advice, so that worked out really great. So I'm glad that's working. And we got the Nether Fortress going. I got one wither skull, so hopefully I'll get 2 more of them soon enough, and we can at least get a wither and then get a beacon, which would be a really good thing to have when we do future, terraforming projects and stuff. Anyway, thanks for coming, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Oh, and don't forget, tell me whether I should turn Fire Tick off or not. Bye-bye.